Hello anybody who's watching this. Welcome to another special video. Because if you can see in the title of my video and the title of the video I'm reacting to that I can't put my finger on literally, it's a story mode video. The channel that grows quite quick. It already has almost 11,000 subs, and last time I watched the video it was 9,000 something. For multiple good reasons that you probably know yourself, but another reason this video is special is because I got paid to do this again and again by Tom Winton. Thank you, Tom. Like, sincerely, I appreciate that a lot. And the next video will be special again, but I'll talk about that in the next video. And now, about the topic, I guess. So I've never played any Silent Hill games. I only played the Resident Evil, and not a lot as well. But so this is good. At least I'll know what happens in Silent Hill, except for it's a town that's covered in fog, and it's named Silent Hill, and there are monsters in it or something. And I know that there is an ending, and I don't know if it's the first one with a or not, the secret ending with a dog. I have no idea. Maybe it will be mentioned here. So now, if you want to help me, if you can recommend videos in the comments below, or you can use the link in the description to my donation page where you can recommend a video, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. And just like Tom did 3 times now, this is the next one will be third, but still, yeah, thank you again, Tom, and let's begin. Wait, headphones unplugged again. Okay.
Shh, we're playing Silent Hill. The story takes place in the fictional town of Silent Hill in the fictional state of Maine. Welcome to sunny Silent Hill. Harry Mason and his favorite daughter, Cheryl, are taking a nice, relaxing drive to Silent Hill when, oh my god, what is that? Harry parks the car safely into a ditch. He regains consciousness, but oh no, where's his daughter? Adopted daughter, Cheryl. She's run off. I'll just wait here. No, he decides to panic, and he leaves the wreckage to look for his daughter. Oh, that's weird. The whole town is abandoned. Surely someone would say something about that. Nope. Harry spots Cheryl in the distance running away. He gives chase and ends up down a dark alley. Cheryl, you dummy, stop running. And we hear a siren in the distance. Suddenly, everything's dark. Okay. Using a lighter, Harry sees that he's moved into a different dimension, and everything's kinda spooky now. Everything is covered in blood, and the upholstery is in a terrible way. Unfazed and still determined to find Cheryl, Harry continues down the dark alley. What's this? A horrific corpse.
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant!
Harry, look out. Okay. He's attacked by a bunch of creepy monsters. Harry is overpowered, and he blacks out. Harry regains consciousness in the deserted Cafe 5 to 2. Harry meets Sybil Bennett, a name that sounds made up. I'll have a grande frappuccino, please, but she's a police officer, and she's from the neighboring town of Brahms, and is investigating the mysterious deserting of Silent Hill. She gives Harry a shotgun because it's America. She leaves to look for help. Harry finds more weapons in here and a knife. Before Harry can poke around the cafe anymore, though, a huge winged creature comes crashing through the window. With the help of his new best friend, the shotgun, Harry defeats the monster before getting the hell out of there with all the free plastic straws he can carry. In the alley where Harry first got his ass served to him, he finds a note supposedly left by Cheryl, directing him to the school. Harry makes his way through the town to Midwich Elementary School. There he meets some child-sized monsters called Mumblers. Speak up, then. Classic. Harry finds 3 riddles. The answer is the school's clock tower, so he heads there, but uh-oh, it goes all spooky again. Now he's in the Dark Realm version of the school. Harry sort of stumbles through the Dark Realm until he comes face-to-face with a shadow known as the Splithead, the clues in the name. Harry tussles with the split head, eventually defeating it if you're good, and returning everything back to normal, sort of normal-ish, good enough. Harry makes his way to the school's boiler room where he sees a girl for a moment before she disappears before his very eyes. No time to dwell on that freaky occurrence, Harry. It's the church. Do you hear that bell? It's ringing for you. Get in there before Jesus scolds you for being late. In the church, he sees a woman praying at the altar. The woman is Dahlia Gillespie, also sounds made up. She seems to be a sweet old woman, albeit very creepy and definitely part of a cult. Dahlia hands Harry a mystical item called a flower rose and points him in the direction of the hospital. Before Harry can pop a question or two, Dahlia dashes out of there. Harry crosses a bridge to central Silent Hill. It's not much nicer, but the real estate prices are outrageous. Harry enters the hospital, and instead of a monster, he finds Dr. Kaufman. Kaufman tells Harry that his daughter is probably dead, and time to make a new one with his wife, but then Harry tells him that his wife is dead, and he goes, oh. Anyway, we find a strange red liquid called aglafotos. Called aglafotos. Harry then heads down to the basement to turn on a generator. After getting back into the elevator, Harry notices that there's a 4th floor now available to visit that wasn't available to visit before. And because Harry just still hasn't got the gist of what's going on, he goes there and finds out that it's a dark realm version of the hospital. Oh no. Here he fights some more monsters and some sexy nurses. It's time for your sponge bath. But instead of a sponge, it's death. And instead of a bath, it's death. While exploring, Harry finds a picture of a girl we saw in the boiler room, and this time it's been conveniently labeled with her name, Alessa. Sup, Lisa? Exposition time, perhaps?
We're under strict order.
The world starts to leave the dark and goes into the light version, and Lisa leaves with it too. Boo. Waking up, Harry is met by...
Yes.
I actually didn't know.
What's going on?
Okay, don't want to miss anything. I actually did not know that it's 2 different worlds that he goes in and out. I thought it's just Silent Hill. The town itself is weird. Okay.
Darkness.
Dahlia knows a lot about what's going on, but she won't give a straight answer, and instead gives Harry a key and tells him to head to an antique shop. In the antique shop, we meet up with Sybil. Keeping on theme, she fills his mind magazine with 16 hollow point rounds of exposition. Sybil apparently saw Cheryl walking on the lake, Jesus style. Sybil also discovered a drug trafficking ring run by Dr. Kaufman. He's selling Percocets and weed to tourists without a prescription. Harry and Sybil find a hidden altar in the antique room. The altar enables Harry to telepathically communicate with Lisa, the nurse. Well, it's not telepathic, he actually teleports there, and then because you get the idea. He's doing a message. Talking to Lisa, Harry learns about some Silent Hill history. Before Silent Hill went all spooky, it was a resort town run by a cult that dabbled in black magic. As new people started to move into Silent Hill, there were mysterious deaths, and it was chalked up as some sort of curse. Harry asks her about Dahlia and finds out that her daughter died in a fire a few years ago. Harry wakes up from his telepathic chat, and he goes to find the lake that Sybil saw Cheryl moonwalking across. On his way there, Harry enters the mall, where some television screens suddenly show a terrified Cheryl, followed by some odd symbols. Then Harry stumbles upon Kaufman being attacked. Harry saves Kaufman, yay, thank you. Then he picks up a vial of red liquid algaphotos that Kaufman dropped. Kaufman snatches it back from him and tells him to get lost.
Leave me alone.
Harry finds himself back in the hospital where he sees Lisa again. She gives him directions to the lake. And luckily for him, those directions happen to be through the sewer system. Once out of the sewers, Harry meets up with Sybil and Dahlia again. Dahlia has inferred that the darkness consuming the town has something to do with this Alessa chick. It's all her fault, she says. Dahlia tells Harry that Alessa is in the lighthouse and sends him off to go fight that thing, even though no one thinks he'll win. Harry runs to the lighthouse to his certain doom, where he briefly sees Alessa before she disappears again. So instead, Harry goes to the amusement park. Whee! Never mind, there's Sybil doing business. She's been investigating the place, and this roller coaster is definitely not up to standard. But oh no, Sybil is possessed! Harry exchanges a few punches and also bullets with Sybil before giving her some of that red goo.
It's death screams YouTube done.
And she comes back to normal. Suddenly, Alessa appears again. Use the fluoros. You have subdued me. But wait. Things are about to get a little twisty. Dahlia shows up. She reveals that Alessa's her daughter. Dahlia admits that she manipulated Harry. Haha, I have manipulated you. I wanted you to subdue Alessa for me. Dahlia then takes Alessa away. Haha, my schemes. Harry then wakes up in the Darker Realm Hospital. Lisa's there, but this time she's a corrupt monster who's bleeding out of every orifice of her body. She begs for Harry to help, but he chickens out because she's not his type.
I'm just looking for a girl that I can laugh with.
Exploring more, Harry encounters flashback
well, that's
time.
fun.
Alessa was born into a cult family. Dahlia performed a ritual that forced Alessa to birth a god for the cult. This ritual involved burning down the house while Alessa was trapped inside. Alessa survived and split her soul in twain to prevent the birth of the god. Alessa's status as a vessel made her immortal. One half of the soul was manifested into Cheryl. The other half stayed in Alessa. Lisa then cared for Alessa in secret in order to fulfill her drug addiction to PTV, which was supplied by Dr. Kaufman. He's in on it. What does PTV stand for? No one knows. Oh, wait, hold on. The wiki says that it's made from an indigenous plant called White Claudia. It's a hallucinogen. Dahlia casts a spell to lure Cheryl back to Silent Hill, and upon entering the town, Alessa's soul was rejoined. Harry gets back up after watching the flashbacks. He soon finds Dahlia, Sybil, and Alessa, and a figure wrapped in bandages. Oh shit, that's Alessa and Cheryl recombined. Gross. The Alessa demon thing comes to life, and it looks like it's going to put up one hell of a fight, but then Kaufman, from nowhere, comes running in and throws a vial of red goo on the demon.
Nice throw. Hell.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Somehow exercising it. From the writhing, dying demon thing, an incubus emerges from its back, and the incubus kills Dahlia. No, Dahlia. Harry then fights and defeats the incubus. Amongst the flames and chaos, we see an Alessa Cheryl hybrid, who hands Harry a baby. Here you go, thanks. Harry, Sybil, and Kaufman make their escape, but before all three can, Lisa appears and drags Kaufman down to... Oh, bye, Kaufman. Harry and Sybil are so close to escaping, but the Darker Realm is collapsing too. Oh no, it's coming for you. So, using the last of her powers, the Alessa Cheryl hybrid stops the destruction, enough for them to be able to leave before everything's engulfed in flames. Sybil, Harry, and the baby make it out alive. Yay. Well, not really. Harry's daughter is dead, and now he has to care for this random baby. But at least he gets to keep the shotgun.
Why are you calling it shotgun? Okay. That was the weirdest part.
Really, Harry's...
Okay. Jesus. Okay. At least now I know what happened in Silent Hill 1. And I saw that, I think a few hours came out, the Silent Hill 3. Explained. I'm not sure if this is at a similar video. I don't remember if it's in story mode or not. Maybe I should watch all of them to know what happens, at least in Silent Hill, because I'm too scared to play horror games. The only horror games I finished are Dead Space 1 and 2. And a little bit of 3. But I stopped playing it because... Not because I was scared, because... I don't know, that just happens sometimes with me. I just stopped playing the game. Anyway. Again, a great video. Very in-depth. So that's good. But let me check. Let me see. Yeah, Silent Hill 3 is on the STORYMODE channel. Surprisingly, it doesn't have STORYMODE in the name like every other video does. Which is a bit weird, but okay. The Silent Hill 2 and 3 last video. 3 days ago and 16. Wow. Silent Hill 2 has STORYMODE in the name, but on the thumbnail it says explained. Wait, does one have that? One has explained, not explained. But the third one has explained in the thumbnail and the name. I don't know. That's a weird inconsistency. I don't know why I'm focusing so much on it. So I should just end this here. Thank you anybody for watching this. Thank you, Tom, again, for sponsoring this video. But yeah, if you want to do the same, there's a description. Not a description link, you idiot. There's a link in the description, donation link to be exact, where you can ask me to watch any video you want. Almost any video. Most videos on YouTube. I'll do it. If not, I'll try to explain. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Have a great life, because one of us has to.